currently 7:20 and we're at Animal Kingdom today. We would have been leaving our hotel by now if it was any other park, but this park opens an hour earlier, so we have to get up an hour earlier. We're so tired. But tomorrow's our rest day, so see how it goes. I brought a different jacket because it's supposed to be really cold, and I forgot one of my shirts. So a shirt I was super excited to wear today, I forgot to pack. So since my mom's been wearing just sweaters all day and you can't see her shirt, she was like, wear mine instead. So I'm wearing her animal Disney shirt instead of the one I wanted to bring.
Don't you get a suitcase? Don't you have your little suitcase?
What did you think of that ride?
That was amazing. That was really cool. It'd be better if I was awake.
I don't think we got that many hours of sleep last night.
So our first ride was Flight of Passage, and I really love that ride. The 3Dness can be improved a little bit, but so apparently there's a restroom that's not on the map in Pandora. I was heading towards the one in Navi, but if you're here, there's one right next to it as soon as you get out of Flight of Passage to your left. So our plan right now is to hit up Navi and then eat some breakfast, because we might not come back to this land later, probably. Currently waiting at the Yak and Yeti. It opens in like 5 minutes.
Trying to get lit this morning.
You got a Slurpee. Look at that thing. Just got myself a hot mocha latte from a tea place right across the street from this. Sean just got another happy birthday, but it was from a lady from earlier, and she was like, oh, it's you again.
Here, everybody, guys! It's called the Little Cherry Forest. And animals you find in a forest have colors and markings. Have them hide really well. So keep a lookout. Let's see what we find. I see one right here in front of us. Oh, look at all the hillside to the right. A good sign of an okapi. But it's actually the only known relative of the giraffe. Shy and reclusive, though, okapis were not even discovered by the Western world until 1901. Sometimes called the forest giraffe. That's probably why it's made. Actually, I see his mate sitting in the nest. They've built up there on top of those bushes. He's been hunted nearly to extinction for their horns. So I know what a rhino's horn is made out of. Keratin, yeah. Oh, and then the lighter colored antelopes here are greater kudu. Greater kudu are the second largest antelopes in Africa. They can only male kudu carry horns though, but they're loners. They don't really hang out with the herds all that much. Into his nest, and laying up on the riverbank in front of us, Nile hippopotamus. Nile hippos can weigh as much as 5,000 pounds. In the water, they can hold their breath between 5 and 8 minutes. Oh, there's some in the water over here on the left. A bloat. The whole bloat's over there. A bloat, that's what you call a group of hippos, a bloated hippos. And hippos don't swim, they're just buoyant. So they regulate their body temperature by expelling heat out of their mouths. They do have a jaw closing pressure around 2,000 to clean up the remainder of the tree. So in a balanced system, there's always plenty of food. First animal we're going to talk about down here are mountain zebra. Mountain zebra can be identified because they have a fold of skin that hangs down underneath their neck called a loooove. They are the only zebras that have that. Mountain zebras, also known as Harpin zebras, are black with white stripes. You can tell that by looking at their nose. And yes, there are zebras that are white with black stripes, but you can also tell by looking at their nose. Does anybody know what you call a group of zebra? A dazzle. With jazz hands. Dazzle zebra. Now we have two babies in this dazzle. There's one right there getting breakfast, I guess. Or maybe getting close to lunch, I guess. So coming up on the left over here, if you look back there at that fallen branch, just past it, there's some wild African dogs laying in that hay there. Wild African dogs are also known as painted dogs because of the color of their coats. And they're pack hunters like wolves. However, they don't run themselves to exhaustion chasing prey. They just work as a team to keep the prey running in a circle amongst them so the prey falls over of exhaustion.
I think this is laying down, right?
Dinner time.
They're sleeping.
Teamwork is a weapon to defend themselves and their herd. Next up here is these animals with the big horns. You'll see one on the right over here. These are Ankole cattle. Ankole cattle are also known as the Watusi cattle, after the Watusi people who were the first to domesticate them. Their horns get out about 4 feet in length and they're hollow, but they do pump blood through them, helps them disperse heat from their bodies. Basically, they carry around their own personal radiators. A shaped pattern on their coat, as opposed to like a reticulated Rothschild or even a Nubian giraffe, which has a blocky, square, rectangular pattern on its coat. These are white-bearded wildebeest, part of the largest migration of animals left on Earth. 1.5 million wildebeest migrate across the African steppe each year. They're also known as new, because that's the sound they make. Large antelope there. That is a Patterson's eland. Patterson's eland are the largest antelopes in Africa. A male eland can weigh as much as 2,000 pounds. So this is my nuisance.
Hello.
Almost every time I
think
get
it's
stopped.
small
it's
for
her
you
fault.
and the giraffe. That's why he wants it.
Love her though. I mean, it might be hard to see, but if you look out in the tall grass in front of us there, you'll see some little light brown animals with black stripes on the side. Those are springboks. Springboks. Look to your left, there's a man. Mandrills are the largest monkeys. Males can weigh as much as 100 pounds. You can always distinguish a male mandrill though. It's the one with the blue and red markings on his nose, and as you can see there, his bottom. An adult male with a herd of elephants. And that's because... See, itty bitty. Now in 2008, there was a research study done with the elephants here on the reserve. All of the herds wore leather collars around the neck, recording devices attached to them to record that low rumble that they make. Two things come out of that study that I found intriguing. One, they discovered that elephants have high language. Dingoes, when they first hatch, are gray and fuzzy, with fuzz balls with legs, and they'll lose that fuzz after a few weeks. However, they don't lose all of the gray color until they're around 2 years old. So if you see some of the flamingos out there still have gray legs, head, tail is balanced, make sharp turns.
On the path.
Cheetahs are also the only one of the big cats that has the ability to purr. And there's water bucks laying right here. Water bucks have two cool features. One, their nose is shaped like a heart. They're not migratory though. They spend their whole life near where they were born, usually close to a large body of water, which is why they got them taken of a quick
Looks
snack.
like that's where they do
They're pretty fast though. They run about 30 miles an hour. Now the yellow box there above that goat is a beehive fence. Farmers do use beehive fencing to keep elephants away. As I said earlier, elephants are afraid of bees. So by putting...
Just rode Geese Safari and I really liked it. I tried recording, so some of the clips are really short or really bumpy. That's just because it's really bumpy and it's hard to focus, and so I try my best. But it's a definite recommendation. Peek your head out. There he is. Oh, he hid. Hiding again.
And they're
Yeah. So unless you're really actively looking for them, you could even be living in it where they live in Ethiopia, Somalia, and never come across them.
Yeah. Yeah. Smells fishy over here.
You should take a picture of the top too.
We don't. Yeah, that's not engagement or anyone. Can you go stand next to your brother? I want to.
There they are. So the cast member just told us there's a reason there's a green spot on them is to identify which one is which, since they all look the same.
muy grandes.
Is that gorilla butt over there?
Happy birthday.
Checking out one of our boy gorillas.
I just got myself a little pal and I'm gonna put him on my shoulder, on my bag. About to board the train to see some stuff. My little shoulder pal.
Sentados, con las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Siéntense hasta atrás, pegados al respaldo de la banca. Y por favor, vigilen a los niños. Gracias.
At this time, everyone does need to be fully seated against the backs of those benches, keeping your hands and arms inside the train. Minute journey.
Welcome aboard the Wildlife Express with service to Rafiki's Planet Watch. Here, you'll discover a wide range of animals. Was the first animated feature to bring live animals into the studio. In the 1940s, Walt Disney and his...
Oh, is this his name? No. Hi.
Yeah, where'd you go?
Donkey. Hello, donkey.
you are like feeling like maybe go ahead and darken this year, and plus too, like tomorrow I believe it's gonna be the Festival of the Arts. You see a lot of Disney artists over there, and there's gonna be some classes.
Rafiki blew me a kiss.
He did.
Don't be jealous.
Yeah, knows how to romance.
It's just took a picture with Rafiki because he popped up out of nowhere. So line formed and little Simba here.
Send film crews across the globe to capture
on our way
dramatic
back
footage
to the
of
mainland
wildlife in
area.
remote locations, inspiring the spirit of conservation and paving the road for the nature documentaries we see today.
That's looking good down there. Everything, every day. He lives in me. He watches everything we see. There's so much more into the water, to the tune, in your reflection. He lives in you. Yeah, yeah. All right. The tree of life in about a week or two, and I hope to see you all there. Come on, let's go. Back to your right, to the left. Somebody, we going on safari. Oh, there we go.
We saw a sign for a show for some birds, and so we watched that. It was really cool with all the birds.
It's gonna go recycle.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, and welcome to Southern Friends in Flight. My name's Nathan.
Hi, my name is Adam.
Birds, which have been part of this stage every single day since the park opened in 1998.
Yeah, and this is our favorite part of every day. We get to come out here with the awesome animals that we work with, and we love to showcase their natural adaptations that make them great at what they do out in the wild.
We have our forest. What do we think?
2, 1, and wow!
Common owl found all across North and South America. Over your heads, and I'll give you a tip. Hopefully, he'll make another flight all the way across the cedar. So have your phones and cameras out ready. You don't want to miss it when Jupiter makes that flight. But here's the cool thing about owls, whether it's a great horned owl or another species across the world, is they are some of the best nighttime hunters that you can find for a lot of reasons. I mean, they have so many adaptations that make them successful in that nighttime realm. I mean, when you're looking at Jupiter right here, you see that silhouette. Like there all the way across, it shows off one of the coolest adaptations they have. It looks incredible, but that flight is nearly. It's not just that nearly silent flight. They have incredibly sharp talons they can use to grab their prey. Those gigantic eyes, their vision is incredible. They can see through that pitch blackness. I mean, they can take in light sources like starlight, moonlight, light up their eyes, and see straight through that pitch black sky. These are some of the best nighttime hunters, but there goes Jupiter. Oh, the squirrel. Yeah, there's squirrels around. Is that what you all were pointing at? Yeah. Don't even worry about it.
Homage to the
Yeah, let's move on. Let's just move on.
Yeah. Do you all want to see a training session? Yes.
Training here, whether it's Toodles or another animal we work with, is it's all using positive reinforcement, which basically means that when they do something we like, they get something they like in return, which, that was weird.
Yeah.
That's okay. Because the big thing is, like I said, we want to see the behaviors that we want to see, you know? And we can't really communicate with these birds using the same language. They don't speak the same.
It does not end there with this bird, though. What do you think we're going to do?
Hello!
Yep, that's hello. We got that one already. That still works. What do you think? What else you want to show off? All right. And Camptown Races, it gives you an idea how old this individual animal is. Groucho, everybody's been real patient with us. You want to give him a big kiss?
Oh, boy.
Good stuff, that kiss is what she said at the end. She knows like 8 different songs. You want to see what else she wants to sing for us? Yeah. Yeah? Okay, what do you think, Groucho? All right, and that was Groucho, the yellow-naped Amazon parrot.
And she's not a pterodactyl, she's actually a marabou stork, which is one of the largest flighted bird species in the world. That flight over you right there was a 7-foot wingspan.
Wow, yes, it's incredible to see marabou storks flying around. They're native to Africa, and they serve a huge role out there in the environment. And that's because marabou storks are very similar to vultures, and that they eat dead stuff. It's kind of gross, but just look alive and you should be fine. Wow. Having animals like marabou storks and vultures out there, it really helps clean up the mess, which also, in return, stops the spread of disease.
So we were gonna walk towards Expedia Everest, but then it broke down. So we changed our plan to do It's Tough to Be a Bug. But then suddenly we saw a sign for a show for some birds. And so we watched that. It was really cool with all the birds that you don't normally see. So now we're finally walking towards It's Tough to Be a Bug.
The lion sleeps tonight.
This is leaving soon. This is my last time watching this.
Yeah, that's what we call the ants. The ants and the loooove. Grasshoppers, that were the bad guys. Oh, that's a big one.
What? She's a mama. So I just got the chicken dumplings. Kind of small portion, but let's see how it is. Wow, look at that. Strawberry chocolate fries. What are you thinking?
I'm hungry.
Those dumplings were actually really good. A little different than the Epcot ones. So I tried his fries. It just seems like a weird combo, but it's not that bad. Just entered Dino Land. It is sad because this land is basically no more. But Dinosaur Ride, still open. But everything, all boarded up basically.
Chipmunk crossing friend, just step to those sides for us. Kevin! Oh! You did. Like that.
So we got free churros, I guess, because the place was shutting down and
share with you.
They wanted to get rid of their stock. So we wrote Expedition Everest, and then everyone loved it. And then all of us except for my dad ended up redoing it on single rider, and we got on instantly. The first time it was 30 minutes. Now we're heading towards the Caribbean Beach Resort for dinner and then crash at our hotel. It's like 5:30ish or something. I think 5. I didn't look, but the park closes at 6, so yeah. Look at that sunset. So pretty. So never going, had been at Caribbean Beach Resort. I didn't know about the whole bus system at this resort specifically. So we dropped off at Jamaica. Now we're doing a whole 8-minute walk all the way over there. Skyliner's right there, but look at that view. We made it. It's a little cafeteria right next to the water. I got the Cuban sandwich and some hot cocoa. We've landed from the Skyliner at our hotel, and we're gonna crash as soon as we hit our room. So thank you all for watching. It was such a chill day, even though my mom's not feeling the best because probably of overexhaustion, but other than that, it was very nice. Everyone enjoyed it. Very chill. And so yeah, tomorrow's just a rest day. Not doing much, maybe resort hopping, Disney Springs, and got Cirque du Soleil at 5 p.m. Thank you all for watching. Bye.